I didn't leave this restaurant thinking that, you know, I'm going to come back for the Koobideh again. It wasn't at that level. My reason for this channel and the videos is to chronicle all the different Iranian, Persian restaurants and Koobideh that I try in all the different cities and countries I travel to frequently around the world. For you to be able to access online on this channel, either as a heads up for yourself, as reference, or if you're just curious what Koobideh looks like in some other place in the world. Salam hameh, خوب هستین? Hello everyone, nice to see you all again. Thank you for joining me for another video. Today I'm in London in the United Kingdom. I'm here in Piccadilly Circus in central London, and very close by to this area is a quite a new Iranian restaurant called Naroon. It's up and coming. It's got a lot of reviews, a lot of word of mouth, the recommendations from some of my Iranian friends here. It seems to be quite a trending sort of restaurant, very quirky, you know, sort of very aesthetic, pretty sort of dishes and sort of cool sort of combination of food and traditional Iranian food. Based on recommendations and based on some of their Instagram sort of marketing, I'm quite excited to go with my friend tonight. So let me sort of tell you how it went. So you've got the choice of getting off at Oxford Circus and heading this way past the Nike store, heading east. So that's one option. Or you can come out of Tottenham Court Road station and walk west this way. But the easiest way is to come from Oxford Circus, walk east, and right opposite JD, or where the H&M is, you turn left. Anywhere left around here actually, you turn left and just walk straight. So I'm going to turn left here on Great Titchfield Street and walk straight north. Just further down the street where the bicycle is coming from, we should be arriving. Here we are, Naroon. Looks quite new. I think they've just opened this one. A little bit further down from the original, 65. So this is actually the old one, the original one, which they're closing and opening up a little bit further down where I just came from. So the first point I'm going to talk about is the location. And this is no complaints about the location. It's very close to this particular area, Piccadilly Circus. Just off of here is Oxford Street, which is, I think, probably London's most famous shopping street. And the restaurant is just north of Oxford Street, in between Oxford Circus and Tottenham Court Road. It's just sort of 5-10 minute walk from Oxford Circus and Tottenham Court Road, or even Bond Street if you're getting off the Elizabeth line. So whether you're coming from the north, whether you're coming from the south, whether you're coming from the east or the west, this is right in the centre of London and very, very convenient to get to. So straight away, full star for the location. This is very, very well placed. Next point is the service. I didn't have a reservation when I went to the restaurant. I do recommend that you do reserve before you go there, because it can go quite busy. I've heard of people going there and being rejected before getting in. So I do recommend reserving in advance. They happily took my reservation, and when we arrived later, we were able to get a seat. When I did get there later, it was very, very busy. There was actually only one table left, and it was actually reserved for us. That was actually very nice of them to do that. Once we were in the restaurant, I think a few things that were good, and I think a few things that can be done better. So the first thing is that they were quite pushy about the starters at the beginning, even though we weren't really sure, or I think we made it quite sort of obvious we didn't really want the starters.
No! God! No! God, please, no! No!
But
the lady who was serving us kept pushing it and asking what starters do you want, are you sure that you don't want any starters, and even sort of asked us to keep the menu and check again. So we ended up getting starters when we didn't really want it. So that's something I think maybe could have been dealt better. Our food came quite quickly. We got it within sort of 10 minutes. In between the meals, they were very, very polite. They checked in, is everything okay? They did at the end mess up the bill. We asked to split the bill, and the guy who served us, who was not Iranian, he was from somewhere else, he ended up actually charging my friend twice for both splits by mistake. So that was a little bit, we had to sort of sort it out later, and that was a little, I mean, he wasn't really paying attention, I think, which is why that happened. So those are sort of the things I noticed. Look, to give the benefit of the doubt, oh, and sorry, one more thing as well, they didn't tar off at the end when, when we asked for the bill, which is a very big deal for us Iranians. So that was, that was something that I thought, I noticed. Look, to give the benefit of the doubt, it was very busy when we went there. I'm sure if they had to try and make sure everyone was happy. So I can't expect VIP service in a busy sort of time. I think they tried their best, but I think those are some things that I think they can improve on. Maybe as they get busier, how do they make sure that they maintain the high standard of service? Maybe something for them to work out. So I'm going to go with half a star for the service. The next point is about the price. The price for one skewer of Koobideh and rice is about £13.50. Obviously I'm going to go for 2 skewers. I think most people expect 2 skewers. That's an extra £4 on top, which is about £17.50 for 2 skewers of Koobideh and rice. The average price normally for Koobideh 2 skewers in London and most places I go is around £11, £12. Although in the UK with inflation recently it has gone up to sort of 13, maybe up to £15. These guys are charging £17.50 for 2 Koobidehs. You could say it's on the expensive side, but actually if you bear in mind the location, how central they are in this particular area, it's actually quite reasonably priced. It's only £2 more than maybe a meal in Ealing, for example, which is really on the outskirts of West London. It's definitely on the more expensive side, but not sort of breaking the bank. Or I think, if it goes anything above £20, then we're really in expensive sort of, راجع به قیمتش من میخوام بگم I'm going to give for the price half a star.
These Koobidehs are quite big, man. Quite fat.
Okay, راجع به پرشش حرف بزنیم. Let's talk about the quantity. In my opinion, this is maybe the most disappointing part of the experience. The Koobideh itself was actually good size. It was long, it was medium size. So the Koobideh itself was good. The rice was really on the sort of smaller side, and as you'll see in the videos, I ended up sort of finishing. I only had a little bit of rice left with the first Koobideh gone, and the second Koobideh I finished without anything. There wasn't even any complimentary bread, which some restaurants offer. There was no sort of salad on the side of the Koobideh, which a lot of restaurants offer. There was nothing in terms of starters complimentary either. We had to order that separately with some salad shirazi. So with the actual portion size, considering the prices you're paying, considering the location as well, and that you are maybe coming here to show off or to have a nice sort of experience in central London, I think that the portion sizes were quite weak. They really need to put more rice, at least give complimentary bread or complimentary salad, something else with it, because I think in Iranian culture it's unforgivable that you have to eat a Koobideh and there's not enough rice. I think that's just not acceptable for Iranians generally, and that's something that happened on my plate. Even at the end, there was no sort of sheeny or anything at the end in terms of even a tea offered. So yeah, I think with the portion size, it's disappointing. Look, on the positive point though, I did leave full. It's not like I left hungry. I didn't need to eat anything afterwards. The Koobideh itself was a good size and it filled me up. So I'm going to go with half a star. I think, because I didn't leave, hungry. I did leave quite full. So that's good. That's good. But definitely, I think for the future, hopefully for next time you visit, they would have taken this feedback and offered more rice. for the next customers. The last but not least, maybe even the most important point for a lot of us is the actual quality of the food. I have two sort of points to say on this. The rice itself was actually really nice and fluffy, not dry. It was very soft. The koobideh was also good, just been barbecued. It was quite oily. It was quite soft and tender. It's been well cooked, not overdone, not underdone. There was sort of oil coming out from underneath. So in terms of the texture and the quality of the koobideh, it was very good. Like a lot of Iranian restaurants that I go to these days, it's lacking the taste. It's quite bland, unfortunately. There wasn't that sort of extra taste in the koobideh that I think sets a great koobideh from a good koobideh. And I think in the future, maybe if they can work on adding more taste, maybe that extra sort of flavor, and not, you know, as bland as maybe I had it. The taste was good, it was standard, it wasn't great, and so those are some things that maybe they can improve on, and for that reason I'm going to give it half a star for the quality. You know, I didn't leave this restaurant thinking that, you know, I'm going to come back for the koobideh again. It wasn't at that level. So half a star for the quality, and maybe that's something they can improve on. So in summary, I'm going for 3 stars for Naroon in central London. This is a very nice restaurant to come to if you're in the area, if it's somewhere you want to meet conveniently with another friend or a date. So, you know, I think for the quality, I think it was good, it was standard, it wasn't something that I'm going to go and tell my friends around the world about. But this is my opinion, this is my personal experience. Maybe you've had a different experience. Please comment, share with everyone. If they're watching this, thank you for having me, thank you for hosting me. I hope this feedback helps you to improve the restaurant for the next guests. It's just my personal experience. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care from London, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.